Hey, Tripp Kramer here from trippadvice.com. I'm really excited about today's video because I feel like men, they understand women, but it can get a little complicated in terms of what they really desire, why they desire what they desire, and what kind of behaviors from a man are something that they desire. And once you learn this stuff, it's going to be easier to exhibit the behaviors and then be able to attract the women that you're interested in. Now, real quick, before I go into that, I wanted to tell you something that I just launched. So this is happening now in this moment if you're watching this video within the week of its release, okay? What I launched is a program called Online Domination. What it does is it teaches you everything that you need to know to meet women online, gives you copy and paste templates, gives you templates for your bio, tells you exactly what kind of pictures to use, and gives you a very easy to use sequence so you can get more matches, but more importantly, get women to meet up with you from online. Any app, any site, I go through all of it. I'm just launching this now, which is gonna be a masterclass. So it's a full 12-week masterclass that you're gonna get along with a course teaching you everything about how to completely kill it with online dating. I've been experimenting and working on this for a while now and working with guys and clients and students to be able to test out if this stuff works, and it does. It actually gets guys more matches, and no, you don't have to be super good looking. All you need to do is use this system. Sounds too good to be true, but it does work. Now, if you're watching this video way after the fact, I will make sure to put a link to the course once it's available. Right now, the masterclass is a 12-week program that I'm doing that's just specific for now, the release of this video. So go down below and check the link. Either you're gonna go to the link and sign up for the masterclass, or you watch this later and you're gonna go to the link and nothing's gonna happen, or you're watching it a little bit later and you will get just access to the course. I just don't know when I'm releasing that. But if you wanna join the actual class, click down below and I would love for you to attend. Now let's get into the behaviors. Okay, something that women desire secretly, and to some men this might be obvious, but I don't think guys really understand this, but women do like sex. They like kinky things in the bedroom. They are interested in this. They desire this. They want to be with the guy who is interested in that stuff. Okay? Yes, women like that. And yes, you will be surprised. Once you are dating more women, sleeping with more women, you're gonna find that they might even be crazier and kinkier in bed than you. It is something that they want. You just don't hear about it much because women don't want to be shamed for their sexual desires. So they keep this a little bit more hidden. They just talk about it with their friends. So you may not know that this is something that they actually want and desire. But I want you to know that they do, so you understand that when you are with a woman, yes, you can play out your fantasies and do the things that you want. Of course, not every woman is like this, but you're gonna find that a majority are, and they like to do things that are more than vanilla. So keep that in mind when you're with a woman and things are escalating physically. Here's another behavior that women secretly desire, and the next four are gonna be stuff that I promise you've never thought about here, okay? And I know this is gonna sound crazy, but that's why it's secret. And I want you to know these things again so you understand how the female brain works. But she does secretly desire that you have female friends and that you are wanted by other women. I know this sounds counterintuitive. You might think, wait, hold on. Don't women get jealous when you have other friends around? Don't they get jealous if other women want you? Isn't there this jealousy aspect? Doesn't she just want you all to herself? Well, no, not necessarily. She actually, secretly, even she doesn't know this, okay, so this is all subconscious. She wants to know that other women want you because it gives her the signs that you are a guy that's attractive. So she actually does desire for you to be desired by other women. That's what makes her attracted to you. And yes, she wants to be attracted to you. She's not going to be able to get to that point unless she has some of these behaviors that we're talking about. But this one specifically is, yes, she wants you to be wanted by other women. So if you have some girlfriends that you're hanging out with and she knows that, good. If you are out and about and you are flirting with another woman, of course not completely overtly like you're all over another woman, but she sees you flirting a little bit and the woman is flirting back, good. Okay, these are things that are going to show her that you are an attractive man and you are high value. Next, this is something she, again, secretly desires. So it's not something that she's overt with. And it's the idea of disagreeing with her. I brought this up a few times on other videos. She wants you to disagree with her. She wants you. Again, it's secret. She's not going to say this out loud. She's not thinking this on a conscious level, but she wants you to disagree with her because she doesn't want a guy who is very agreeable, very nice guy tendency, and just someone who doesn't have their own opinion. So yes, she wants you to disagree with her, not on everything, but on a few things. She wants to make sure that she's with a guy who's got his own unique taste, his own unique personality, and stands up for himself and doesn't just agree with everything that she says. Okay, so make sure that when you're with women, you are exhibiting your personality and not just agreeing on everything she likes or agreeing with the things she dislikes or having the same opinions on everything. You know, okay, maybe the crazy exception is you guys are totally alike and you agree with everything, but I know that's not normal. That's not going to happen. It's very rare you're going to meet a woman and everything is going to be something you agree with. So don't be afraid to disagree and actually vocalize that. The next thing, again, secretly here, is teasing and challenging. Teasing and challenging. So here's the thing. When you're with a woman, and this kind of goes back to the other one a little bit when we're talking about disagreeing, but if you're able to challenge her on something, and if even you tease her a little bit on something, this is going to actually make her more attracted to you because, again, it's showing that you're not this nice guy, that you're more fun and interesting because every other guy is going to just be nice, nice, nice the whole time. But also, more importantly, it's going to spike her emotions. Okay, when everything is just plain and simple and normal and agreeable, it's boring, okay? Flatline, dead, no emotions there. But we can spike emotions, which will help build attraction when you can challenge her a bit, when you can tease her a bit. Teasing is like going back to when you guys were on the playground, right? Calling her your bratty little sister, or saying to her that she's such a dork for liking whatever kind of music or whatever it may be. Any kind of tease is going to be something that is going to spike the emotions a little bit because most guys won't actually do that and they won't challenge her, right? So if you guys are talking, you're having a conversation and you actually challenge her on something she says. So anything with her opinion or anything she's talking about, being like, huh, really? You really believe that? Or really? Or, I've never heard someone say that before. Really? I really can't imagine that's something to be true. Whatever it is, in any kind of way that you challenge her, or even ask her questions that try to get to know her in a way that you're looking for. So if you're looking for a woman with a specific trait, you can challenge her on that. So you can say something like, listen, I hope you like seafood because I love seafood. And I like to go and get seafood all the time and I love sushi. Do you like seafood? Is that something you're into? And giving her this idea that you're looking for something specific. So you're challenging her on the things that you like, the things that you dislike, and making sure that she fits the mold that you're looking for. So make sure you're doing that. She does secretly desire it because she wants a guy who has that unique personality and that guy who's going to challenge her to spike the emotions to then get her attracted. Let's go to the next one. The next one is ignoring her. I know that sounds crazy. I know this sounds like games, but we're not going to be ignoring her because I'm telling you to ignore her. You're going to be ignoring her because you're not going to be on your phone all the time responding to her. Okay? You're not going to be paying attention to her 100% of the time all the time because you're going to have a life and you're going to be doing other things with your life. So when I say ignore her, I don't mean do it purposefully, but hopefully you're doing it because this is just part of your lifestyle because you're not always on your phone. And when you're in a group of friends and with people, you're not just zoned in on her and you're talking to other friends and you're mingling with other people in a social setting. So you are ignoring her not to play the game, but because you are a social person, you're a busy person, and this is going to get her wanting you more because it's going to show that you're not desperate and needy, which is super, super attractive. I know this is a lot of counterintuitive stuff here, but I'm telling you, this is what works. These are the behaviors you want to tap into, okay? Now, remember, like I said earlier, right now I'm doing a whole masterclass of how to meet women online. So if you're interested in being able to meet women on the online dating apps that you're using right now, like Bumble, like Tinder, like Hinge, like Match, eHarmony, anywhere, I'm going to be teaching you in this masterclass for 12 full weeks exactly what to do to get more matches with attractive women that are in your town, and then get them to actually want to meet up with you, and not doing this through any trickery or weird stuff or sending weird messages or anything that's going to be inappropriate. This is all great material that you're going to be learning, and then you can implement literally right away. It's not something that's going to take you too long to do, and I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to do it in this online course, plus a masterclass where you'll be with me live and a bunch of other guys every week for 12 weeks. So hop on this. This is only available till around January 11th or 12th. Again, link down below. If it's past that date, I'm sure I'll be offering this course eventually for people to get, but I just don't know when I'm going to be doing that. So I'd hop on this because you won't be able to join the masterclass after this date. Okay, this is something very specific where you can get coaching in this area, and I'm going to be there to help you. So click the link down below and get that. Hope to see you there for online domination, and I'll see you on the next video.